One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight lip.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Fields going to throw right away. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. This defense for the Saints, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the 29, Fields. And this is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. For the Bears, it's 7-5 now in the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. To the air again, Fields.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields throwing again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back. And even
touchdown, Chicago! A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. 2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
19 right. 18 right.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 43 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now first and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. 7-7, our score after 1. From the 50, here's Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Again, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on second down. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Throwing again is Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Fields now to throw. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On first down, Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Play action, Fields. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 29 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From the 10. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got some breathing. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Fields on first down.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Fields. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room to roam now. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 148 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On play action, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they try the right side here. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Boy, 179 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone. And
he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darren Waller, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 44, Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Gets this to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. 3 yards all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Buffalo 18.
They'll try and run it here. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for two, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Now Fields.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. And because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Bears are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things